Today I am going to walk us through how to make our roasted couscous apple salad. It works well as a side, or you can add some chicken in it and make it a lunch. Today I'm prepping to have it for a side for a couple of meals. So first we will get our couscous started. I'm going to start with this pearled couscous mix of roasted garlic and olive oil. This is a special side for me because I really like to stay on whole foods, but sometimes this is just really delicious for something special. So I will go ahead and get this prepped, and we're going to need 1 3/4 cups water and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So I already have a cup of water here, so we'll just add that to our pan. And we'll get 3/4 cups of water. Add as well. All right. And then we will use some olive oil and do just a tablespoon of that. Okay. So here is that. You can put that in there for now. I have to wash it because we're going to use it again for our dressing, but just for this. And then you're going to pour everything in and bring it to a boil all at one time, according to instructions. You can make this also with chicken broth instead of water. Sometimes I like to do that better just to add some more flavor, but today we're just going to use some water. I made this for a Thanksgiving dish and I used chicken broth and it was really delicious. Okay, so I'm going to bring this over onto the stove here. And get a nice little spoon. Mix it up. This isn't the spoon I was wanting, but it's the spoon that'll work. Alright. While that's going, we're going to prep our other ingredients. And so I'm going to use 2 apples, and for every apple I use a rib of celery. So we'll start with the apples, and we can pour it in a bowl, or put them in a bowl. This bowl should suffice. And you can chop these to whatever size you'll like. I just start chopping away here. And then later you can add some more toppings if you would like. There's raisins are really good in this. You can top it with some chopped nuts or silvered nuts. I probably will use some silvered almonds in mine. I really like mine with raisins or craisins. But I will add those last when I'm getting ready to eat it. You can also mix in things like onions. I think I had some onions in mine that I brought as a potluck dish, but today we're just going to take the minimalist route on it and just do these ingredients. And then I can have the leftovers for lunch or sides with lunches, or I don't know what else I'll do with it. Probably just that, because I don't want it to go to waste. And so I'll probably add in a protein like a chicken breast. I would maybe season a chicken breast with some garlic powder and some salt and pepper. Maybe Italian seasoning might be good on it. I think I've done that in the past. Okay. And then this too, you can choose to cut it in half and then cut pieces, but since it's really just me eating this, I'm just gonna chop it like this. You can adjust all of these to however much you want in them. Sometimes boiling water sounds more aggressive than it really is, but today I'm trying to have a calm day in the kitchen of chaos over here. Alright, and we will cut this guy. These were already washed, so make sure you wash your veggies and your fruit prior to eating. Food safety #1. I like to pre-wash a lot of my stuff just so I'm more prepped and have things more readily available. If my toddler wants an apple, I better have an apple clean. Or myself. Sometimes I have an instant craving for an apple and peanut butter and I don't want to wash it, I just want to eat it. Okay, so there's those. We will wait for that stuff to cook. Oh, and I have some Italian seasoning to go in our dressing, which is going to be 1.5 tablespoons is what I'm using of apple cider vinegar. You can use more or less adjusting to your taste. And I'll put some Italian seasoning in there. I probably only use a quarter teaspoon. That's just how much I'm going to use in mine, but you can adjust that as well. And let me get some sweetener. I thought I had everything prepped. Okay, this is my date sweetener. It's kind of date syrup, kind of date paste. If you want to learn how to do that, I have a video on that. I just boil some dates for about 20 minutes and then I just put them straight in the blender and blend it up. And I add water as needed. This one has some cinnamon and vanilla in it, but it's just a hint, so you can't really taste it that much. So I'll put a tablespoon of that in here. You can adjust this to your sweetness level. Alright, and then we can go ahead and mix it up here. Okay, so our dressing is ready. If I didn't use this kind of couscous, I probably would add stuff like garlic and some other fresh herbs in there, but since I have the garlic and roasted olive oil, I'm not going to add olive oil and I'm not going to add garlic. Okay, so then when our couscous is done, we will just add it to our beautiful apples and celery and top it off with our little dressing. So I'll meet you back here when the couscous is done. Welcome back. One thing I forgot to add to our dressing is some Dijon mustard. Like half a tablespoon is what I'll put in mine. And again, you can adjust to your taste, or you can leave it out if you want, but I like the added flavor. Right when we went for break to finish this cooking, I had remembered that I forgot to add in the mustard, so we'll do that. Okay, and then we'll get the couscous right here, and we are just going to simply add it to our bowl of prepared veggies. See, nice and cooked. It's a little bit soupy, but it will soak in, and the pearls are tender, so we are just gonna add these in here. Okay, like that. People gotta be dangerous walking around the kitchen because I just fling hot pans all over the place. And I'll mix it up, and then I will take my dressing. You can choose to make your dressing and pour it ahead of time or when you're ready to eat it. For this, I don't mind pouring it ahead of time. And then I will add in raisins or craisins and my silvered almonds once I'm ready to eat it. But this is for dinner tonight, and it is not quite dinner time. It is nap time, and I do what I can during nap time. So when I'm ready to eat it tonight at dinner, I'll add those in. And until then, this will go in the refrigerator. You eat it cold. You don't have to warm it up. Might be gross. I don't know how the apples would take to that. So, yeah. That is our couscous salad with apples. Great for fall time, potlucks, lunches, quick sides, etc. So, stay tuned for the next episode of what we will cook on the Magic Kitchen Chaos. Thanks for joining me.